Good evening and welcome to the Professional Seamless Gutters pregame show on Next Level Broadcasting. Tonight, it's a Northern Shores Conference matchup as the Elk Rapids Elks come to Cheboygan to take on the Chiefs. I'm Tom Clemenson. Alongside me tonight, Jared Stamen. He's going to handle both the color commentary and the technical production tonight. Jared, this is a matchup that's got some big-time implications for conference play.
It certainly does, Tom. These are two teams with very clear identities. And games like this often come down to tempo, execution, and which team can impose its style early.
Well, Elk Rapids coming in tonight 5-2 and continuing to try and build on some consistency on both ends of the floor. They're a defense-first team. They like to turn those stops into transition opportunities. They're really good in transition. They use the length in the backcourt. Good ball movement, looking for quality shots. Now, when Elk Rapids is playing its best, they're forcing opponents to react instead of dictate the pace of the game. Now, Cheboygan, undefeated coming out of the winter break, and they've established themselves as one of the most disciplined teams in the Northern Shores Conference. Chiefs comfortable slowing the pace down, executing in the half court, and making opponents work deep into possessions. Now, defensively, they like to limit mistakes and rarely give up easy baskets, especially at home. And tonight, of course, they're defending their home turf. So, Jared, when you look at this matchup, what stands out to you?
Well, Tom, I would say it'd be the tempo. Elk Rapids wants to speed up this game through pressure and transition, while Cheboygan, they want to keep control and stay efficient. The team that dictates the pace early usually controls the confidence.
Well, one of the things, too, we want to watch for tonight, the starting five for Cheboygan, they are oft-lauded. If you look at the Tribune here in Cheboygan, of course, they're talking about their starting five. Landon Gahn, Carson Kiefer, Gavin Smith. You've got Nolan Schley and, of course, Andrew Kiefer. And for a big guy, he can step out and hit that three-point shot. And it served them well in their second game of the season against one of the top teams up here, St. Ignace. They were trailing for most of that game, and three consecutive three-point shots by the big guy got them back into it. Another game with Kalkaska with Cheboygan took them to overtime, and Cheboygan won that one pretty substantially before overtime was finished. But again, Kalkaska, a team that gave Elk Rapids some problems, and that's your common opponent. So it'll be really interesting to see how these teams match up, conflicting styles, and should be an interesting game. We're going to come back with some more thoughts, and we'll get Jared's keys to the game coming up when the Next Level Broadcasting presentation of Cheboygan versus Elk Rapids continues right here.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad.
But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to the Professional Seamless Gutters pregame show. Tom Clemenson here with Jared Stamen. Going to bring you all the action tonight. Of course, Professional Seamless Gutters, our sponsor for the pregame show. If your gutters, you got to respect them. They work hard for you and protect your home. So does our good friend Orion Beningo. And, of course, that's why he started Professional Seamless Gutters, offering fast and experienced service, real-time quotes. And, yes, they will actually answer the phone. So call Professional Seamless Gutters today at 989-619-3407, and be sure to tell them that Next Level Broadcasting sent you. Well, we'll take a look around the Northern Shores Conference tonight and tomorrow. Several matchups that could impact the standings as we get to the midpoint of the season here before too long. Harbor Springs is 3-3. They're hosting 3-4 Gaylord tonight. 2-5 Charlevoix looking to turn things around on the road against another 2-5 opponent. That's in Kingsley. And 2-4 Boyne City hosting 2-5 Kalkaska. And I'll tell you, both of those teams, don't let the records fool you. Oh. Both of those clubs really, really good. Kalkaska has played, basically everybody in the conference. And Cheboygan 5-0, and they took them to overtime. Yeah. They also, were right in the thick of things up until the fourth quarter against Elk Rapids at a home game just before the winter break. So both of these teams that you're going to see there for the Boyne City and Kalkaska game, both really good programs. Elk Rapids is going to host Harbor Springs Thursday night, and Cheboygan going to be back on their home court Friday. Grayling is coming up to play the Chiefs on Friday night. Well, keys to the game. We'll get back to our matchup here. Jared, what are you thinking is going to take to earn the win tonight?
Well, Tom, we're going to start with the away team, Elk Rapids, and what they really got to do, the first thing, is create tempo through their defense. As you've mentioned many times, it's hard to stop the Cheboygan Chiefs team. They're 6-0 for a reason. It's not just a fluke that they started out there. They can stretch the floor, and you got to shut them down early. And then use their length. Two would be use their length and spacing to force mismatches. And it will be a tough one because there's not very many mismatches that this Chiefs team will have. And Coach Kevin Ball for Elk Rapids, I'm sure he's been studying some film, making sure he's got that down for tonight. And third, but not least, is convert at the free throw line. I've personally seen this multiple times with Elk Rapids. They get to the free throw line a pretty fair amount, but it's getting that ball through the hoop. I mean, that's when you start got to heat up, see that your shooters go through, but something that they've been struggling with. And for the home team, the Cheboygan Chiefs, they got to control the pace. They got a scrappy Elk Rapids team. Brandon Flutie, for those football watchers, the quarterback / gadget guy. He's an energy piece. He doesn't start for the Elks, but he gets on the floor, the whole pace can get thrown off. Value each possession. Like I said, scrappy. You don't want to get this team back in the game. You're home. You got a pretty nice crowd here tonight. You want to keep them on your side and keep Uncle Mo on your team. And last but not least, stay disciplined defensively. It all kind of tie together. They got to play a really tight game against a 6-0 Chiefs team, Tom.
Absolutely. You talk about valuing possessions, and that's one of the things the Chiefs have got to be careful, right? Because if you don't, poor shot selection is going to create a transition game for Elk Rapids, and they thrive in it, not only on the offensive side, but also on the defensive side. They start to apply pressure. They take away time and space. You start to make mistakes, errant passes, and they are off to the races. It's a team that can accumulate baskets very, very quickly. Well, listen, I think the PA announcer is about to have us all stand up and honor the nation here in a moment with the national anthem. Also want to mention tonight, big game happening in Happy Valley. Michigan Wolverines taking their undefeated 13-0 record into the Penn State Nittany Lions home den. Of course, Penn State 9-5, but it's Big Ten play, so it's anybody's game, although Michigan has looked unbelievable this year. Whether you like the maize and blue or not, you got to respect the job Dusty May's done. We'll talk more about that at halftime as we get ready to tip this one off here in Cheboygan. Elk Rapids Elks, the Cheboygan Chiefs, coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Hi, I'm Orion. But you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
And welcome back, Cheboygan, Michigan, home of the Cheboygan Chiefs, hosting Elk Rapids tonight. Tom Clemenson along with Jared Stamen, and we're going to get ready to tip this one off. Of course, we've taken care of the national anthem, and now it's going to announce some starting lineups, and we'll go ahead and get you squared away with that. For the Cheboygan Chiefs, it's going to be junior number 1, Landon Gahn. It's going to be senior number 2, Carson Kiefer. It's going to be junior Gavin Smith. Yeah, we're in number 3. Number 15, Nolan Schley, also a junior, and senior Andrew Kiefer, number 34. So on the other side for Elk Rapids, we'll look for Cameron Kerfoot, the senior shooting guard. Also the point guard, number 3, Tyler Stanfest, junior. We've got senior Jaden Hresco doing some of those shooting guard duties tonight. And power forward Jake Moore along with center Caden Schlicker, both juniors for Elk Rapids. So fairly young team for all things considered. And again, a team that's got a lot of hustle. And honestly, I think if Stanfest can have a good game, and like you were talking about, Jared, hit those free throws, right? Yeah. So Stanfest is one of those guys who he's really good with distributing the ball, but he's also really good with driving the lane, and he'll find himself at the free throw line plenty, but whether or not he's going to make them pay, that's the other question.
Yeah, he's a 3 that can truly run the offense. And, talk about the youth of Elk Rapids. When we were watching that JV guy, someone stuck out to me as, I believe was number 1, Ian McDonald. I think he had about 23, 25 points in the first game where they kind of gave the business to that Cheboygan JV team. I think they won by 20-plus points. So just more youth in this Elk Rapids program.
So both of these teams, obviously, Cheboygan undefeated, 5-0, Elk Rapids with a game in hand, or rather Cheboygan with a game in hand, Elk Rapids with a 5-2 record, or is what I believe, 5-2. Although they're both undefeated in conference play, so that's the key thing. And these are the two teams right now at the top of the conference going to be battling it out for supremacy here tonight. Harbor Springs, 3-3 record altogether, but they're right there too at the cusp. And of course, we've got a game with Harbor Springs coming up for one of these crews later on this week. In fact, Elk Rapids will have them on Thursday night.
Yeah, no, it should be a good one. And one of those 2 losses that Elk Rapids did have was away in Petoskey. And for those who don't know, Petoskey, they have got themselves a basketball team. Those Northmen are definitely going to be making a deep playoff run. It is one of the most impressive teams I've seen all year, especially when basketball or football, just truly a solid team, 1 through 8. I mean, they got a bench.
Well, and the first loss too that Elk Rapids had was at the hands of Kingsford in the tournament, and of course Kingsford is just an unbelievable powerhouse out of the UP. Yeah. My goodness, and Elk Rapids, I mean, they were balling it. They were balling, but Kingsford definitely a powerhouse out of the UP. So hopefully one of these 2 crews here tonight will see them in the tournament when we get down to a little March Madness time here.
It will be exciting for sure. And this will be a good litmus test to see, early who we may see versus these 2 teams, because I mean, like I said, in conference play, the Elks are undefeated. So in some ways, these are 2 undefeated teams.
Well, here we are getting ready to tip this thing off. And a little bit of a scrum for it. So it'll be a jump ball right off the bat. Is that Flutie I see out there starting for no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Number 12.
Yeah, 12. So got his number. We'll have to make an adjustment here on the program. It looked like him. So Flutie now with the jump ball. It's going to be controlled by Cheboygan. Got a hand on it there. Not able to finish at the rim. Elk Rapids not able to control the rebound. And that's going to be an easy basket for Andrew Kiefer.
Yeah, I'm actually looking on the bench right now, and I see Tyler Stanfest on the bench, and I also think that I see Peresco in a sling. So I don't know if we're going to be seeing him tonight, Tom.
Yeah, Plum getting the start tonight, and that's a long 3. No good. Cheboygan coming back the other way. So Flutie, the energy guy, as they are able to get the ball back. That's Kerfoot.
Kerfoot, a guy that needs to step up with some of those guys out.
Another 3-point attempt from that far side. It's going to bounce off the back of the iron. Cheboygan coming back the other way in transition. Got a little bit of a bump there. Flutie didn't like it, but
I can agree with Flutie there. I didn't really see too much, but
not a lot of contact there. So Kiefer going to bring this one inbounds.
Feeling out how the refs are going to call the game.
Smith inside to Schley, and he's going to get the and one, it looks like. Kerfoot drawing the foul there inside the paint. Definitely a size mismatch on that one.
Yeah, he kind of had to go for that jump, and just a nice pump fake by Schley, and he jumps right over Schley.
Schley's a big guy, man.
Yeah.
He's probably standing about 6'4".
Yeah, Kerfoot might have a career in the track after this.
And the basket's going to be good. Coming back the other way now. Drew Plum setting up the offense. Mason Cannon getting the start tonight as well. Had a couple of 3-point attempts there as Plum takes it back. He's working against Andrew Kiefer. Working it inside. Kerfoot with the easy basket. Elk Rapids with their first points on the board tonight. Cheboygan coming back quickly the other way.
I like to see Kerfoot be aggressive there, getting the paint. Oh,
there's Flutie with quick hands, and that's something Elk Rapids is known for. Just like that, they're back within 1. Cheboygan presses it inside, trying to get that inside to Schley. Have to go back outside. We'll get a foul called.
That's 3 quick fouls against Elk Rapids.
So that one's going to be called against, we're going to say that's against Flutie as well.
Yeah, that's already a quick 2 on him. He's getting a talk to from the ref, just trying to maybe understand the call a little bit.
Yeah, he's the energy guy, so Schlicker's going to come in, and that's probably good. You get that size back in there. Air ball, Schlicker with the rebound, coming back the other way. It's Kerfoot into the corner with Plum. 3-point attempt in and out, but there's the initial rebound, and then what a block by Schley. Cheboygan coming in. That's going to be a charge all day long.
Nice to see one go Elk Rapids way. Kerfoot putting his body on the line. The definitely the leader of this squad.
Well, you can't question his toughness.
No.
I mean, he's
Oh
one of
my
those
gosh.
guys for giving up some size. He doesn't have any problem going inside the paint and mucking it up with the big boys down there.
Yeah, an undersized guard that plays like a big guy. Some of my favorite players of all time.
He really plays like a hockey player. there sometimes.
I can see it.
Yeah, Plum now on the outside. Back to Plum. He's going to hit Kerfoot, top of the key. Over to Plum again. Inside now, there's more. And again, another attempt at a block. They'll call a foul. That one's going to be on Carson Kiefer.
Yeah, try to go for the block, but you swat down hard. And a lot of times you're going to miss the ball and smack the arm, and that's exactly what Carson just did there.
Yeah, there's a difference between quick hands and taking that big swing. So.
Right. Starting 1 for 1.
That's what you like to see. And Moore's one of those guys, too. He spends a lot of time inside, and he's one of those guys that he gets active on those boards, and you'll find him at the free throw line quite a bit.
Yeah, and he's been streaky in the games I've seen, so seeing that one go down early is a good start. Well,
gets them both, and so Elk Rapids now with the quick 1-point lead here with 5:36 to go in the first quarter. Kiefer working it inside, outside to Schley. He dribbles it in. Now he's looking for a quick outlet. That's Jack Ekdahl checking in for the Chiefs. Back to Ekdahl. Corner shot. Now he's going to step in, and it's a rebound controlled by Elk Rapids.
great job playing defense without fouling there by the Elks. Ooh, it looked like Cannon was going to get that in transition. And
that floater not going to go. And initially it looked like it was going to be a rebound by Schley, but knocked out by Elk Rapids. So Cheboygan with the ball. Trailing by 1 here in the early going. The thing, too, when you're a road team, it's just kind of trying to feel things out, get settled in as Elk Rapids handles that rebound as well. They're doing a good job on the boards, and there's Cannon with a long shot. Misses the rim, and Cheboygan coming back the other way. Shot selection going to be important for Elk Rapids, and a little miscue on the defense, and they just let him walk right in.
Yeah,
that was Carson Kiefer on the layup.
That's what happens when you throw up a shot quick in your possession and then you just get beat in transition. Defense out of rhythm there. And they paid for it. And Mason Cannon, you know, we mentioned he's a streaky shooter, and I think he's trying to get hot quick, but there's a difference between, you know, shooting shots and shooting shots that are really going to benefit your team.
Yeah, shot selection, like you said, it's pregame, very important. Schlicker with it. He's going to go back to Kerfoot. The long shot, no good, and that's going to go off Cheboygan.
I think it hit Ekdahl in the head.
It sure did. He was focused on his man. Didn't see that was quite a rebound. That thing hit the iron and was about 30 feet up in the air. Inside, not able to handle a good hand on the block, and there's another one. So Kiefer doing a heck of a job in there, but it looked like that foul probably on Schley.
Yeah, and Slicker, for how big he is and how much attention he demands under the rim, his free throws have definitely been something to be desired.
So if you look at his release, you'll see it's really quick. It's like he's hurried, and we've seen him when he slows down on that release on the free throw, really focuses on the form, slows it down just a little bit. It usually goes in, and so both of those, that quick release, it just got to get him to slow down a little bit. Cheboygan with it now, and a 1-point lead. Back inside, that's Gann. He goes back out to Ekdahl. That's going to be a long rebound. Plum coming down with it. Gets it to Kerfoot. He's going to kick it out. Moore's got it. Back to Plum. Inside. Back to Moore. He's going to try and get some leverage in there, and he's able to get the jumper.
And he's got the size mismatch on Jack Ekdahl, and good job by him recognizing that and finishing.
Ekdahl there with it. And it's going to be Elk Rapids. That was Elk Rapids with a foot on the line, it looked like.
Yeah, I think Hilly in his attempt to get the ball back.
Oh, and just muscled himself in there, Nolan Schley.
That was a bad man play right there.
That was. He worked his way around one guy and physicaled his way in there for a nice layup.
He can tell he's the tone setter for these Chiefs.
And another one by Moore inside.
His post game, every game I watch, has improved drastically.
And that's going to be the thing for Cheboygan to try and figure out when you've got Moore and Schlichter out there is how do you match up with both of those bigs?
Yeah, I mean, Schley can only guard one of them, and he does a good job on who he's on, but...
And there's Moore getting another look, but that one's not going to go down. Or rather, that was Schlichter with the look. Cheboygan, they're taking it inside. It's going to be a foul away from the shot. So inbounded here in a moment. So Elk Rapids with a 1-point lead, 10-9, with a little under 2.5 first quarter. Moore is going to sit down. And Stanfest checking into the game for the first time. And there, you're not giving up any height at all.
No.
In fact, what you've got now is you've got a forward with really good ball skills.
And he typically does run the point when he's out on the court.
Trying to get it back to Kiefer, and here comes Plum. He's going to pull it back and let the offense get set up, and knocked out of bounds by Jack Ekdahl. Another substitution, Jersey Mix. He's going to check in for Ekdahl, so Mix getting his first opportunity here tonight. Plum gets it into Stanfest. Almost wish he would have pulled up and taken that shot. It looked like he had the advantage there. Tries to give and go back to his big man, and he's going to go ahead and post in and get it off the glass. This is a good job of just sticking with it. Stanfest trying to make something happen on the defensive side. Cheboygan gets the shot off, but can't convert. Stanfest again with it. He'll set up the offense.
After the first couple threes from Elk Rapids, they've really been attacking the paint and been seeing a lot more success.
Well, you know, they read the scouting report as Kerfoot down low for a guard. That's always a good sign.
That was a great back cut there, getting his defender on his heels, and he was wide open under the rim.
So, yeah, they likely read the scouting report that teams do have success against Cheboygan from the three-point. But, you know, you got to get those shots to fall. And They have gotten some open looks, and they took those early, just not able to convert it. Hey, listen, we want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Of course, Traverse City, Cherry Capital Airport. So if you're dreaming of the sun and sand this winter, TVC Cherry Capital Airport is going to give you your gateway from northern Michigan to the warm weather getaways. Now is the perfect time. You want to lock in those spring break plans while seats are still available. Book today, tvcairport.com. I tell you what, I'm going to hire the DJ here.
Yeah.
It's kind of a litmus test for a lot of the places we go. I love what the PA announcers do. You get a little Aussie going on, and that's always a good thing, right?
Oh yeah, you cannot complain. He's been putting on some good tunes so far.
Yeah. So here we go, back to it as we've got about a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's going to go off Stanfoot. Cheboygan will maintain possession here. Elk Rapids with the 14-9 lead.
And I was really interested when I saw the starting lineups for Elk Rapids. I've, two guys who I figured would definitely start. Horesco, obviously, because he was hurt, and Tyler Stanfest, a guy who I thought might have been their best player, sitting for the first 6 minutes of the game. And it seemed like Kevin Ball had something in mind because they've impressed me so far. This is one of the most complete games I've seen for them in the 3 or 4 games I've watched.
Well, if you go back to a game they had against Kingsford, they had the regular starting 5 out there. He was not happy with the first possession, and he brought the starting 5 out and put his next 5 out on the floor and did some coaching. and for most of that quarter, and then brought him back out. And so, yeah, he's not afraid to mix up his rotation at all. So 1 of 2 on the free throws there, and a good effort there by the defense for Elk Rapids. They're going to kick that one out. They've got a nice open 3 look, but he's going to go ahead and take it inside. Back out for 3 off the iron, and Cheboygan able to hang on to that one, and Moore's going to pick up a foul on the reach.
Oh, and that's really not a great foul from them. They're fouling one of their best shooters, and it's a bonus.
Now you're in there. Yep, absolutely right. So that's the first one on Jake Moore.
Yeah, that's one Coach Ball is not going to be too pleased with. But, you know, as you mentioned, doing some coaching in that tournament, there's a reason he's been the coach for the Elks for as many years as he has.
Absolutely. Absolutely. First one is good. Gavin Smith at the line, shooting 2. And that'll go off the front of the iron. Plum able to get there. Stanfoot now with it. Going to force the issue down low. Got a hold of that shot. Of course, Elk Rapids say got a little bit of the wrist. Nice quick hands on the defensive side. A little bit of a zone going on here for Elk Rapids. Cheboygan with some pretty good ball movement, just looking for that open shot. And again, Elk Rapids really happy with the defense, forcing the Chiefs to kind of regroup as they play for that last shot. Under 10 seconds to go now in the quarter.
I think they're just trying to bleed this clock down.
And they get that open shot from 3. That's going to go off the front of the iron. Put back, no good. Had a couple of opportunities at it. Andrew Kiefer and Nolan Schley, both of them getting a chance at a putback there. Well, with your score 14-11, Elk Rapids with the lead. We'll step aside and come back and get you the second quarter coming right up on Next Level Broadcasting.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Welcome back to Cheboygan, Michigan. Elk Rapids, the visiting team, up by 3, 14-11 here as we get ready to start the second quarter. Elk Rapids will inbound. Tom Clementson along with Jared Stamen tonight, bringing you all the action on nextlevelbroadcasting.net and, of course, our YouTube channel as well. Glad you could join us. Make sure and say hello in the comments section there on the YouTube channel. We'll pull that up and off the foot there. Pull that up and give you some shout outs here as we go along tonight. Elk Rapids, as you were saying, Jared, pretty impressive so far on the road in this first quarter against a really good team here in Cheboygan.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure this team had a fair amount of practices during this break. Kevin Ball, like I said, I watched these team and my expectations were a little bit disappointed from what I saw from them, especially with the talent I know they have. And, you know, coming off of the break, they've looked like the team I thought they were. And I know it's really nice for all our Elks fans out there to see them playing good against what's been an undefeated Chiefs squad.
And Moore with the rebound there as the Chiefs not able to convert on the long shot. Kerfoot with it. He's got Stanfest trying to go back inside to Kerfoot, and that's going to be knocked away by Cheboygan. Landon Gann on that one.
Yeah, I've been impressed by Jake Moore so far. He's had a lot of great just rebounding reps. You know, something we don't really talk about, just doing a great job boxing out, getting those rebounds, and finding a spot in the post.
There's Stanfoot, gets it inside.
Like to see him get aggressive early.
Cheboygan now coming back the other way. Trying to work it inside. That's going to be a three-point attempt off the iron, and Moore again with a nice rebound. Always seems to find himself in good position as Kerfoot takes it back to Stanfest.
Yeah, he knows his part on this team, and he plays it to an excellent level, and that's why we're going to be calling his name all night.
Nice hustle by Stanfest to save that ball. Kerfoot trying to set a screen for him as Stanfest goes back inside, reverses and puts it in. Easy layup. He makes it look easy, but I tell you, the defense was right there. Good coverage. 18-11 now. The Elks with the lead. Three-point attempt is good. Jack Ekdahl. And just like that, we're crawling back into this thing.
Yeah, not the prettiest form of all time, but hey, it was nothing but net. You're going to hear no complaints from his team.
It's all about getting that look as Moore is double-teamed on that giveaway there. Kerfoot with it, looking for somebody, some help, and they're going to, what are we going to get here? Timeout, Elk Rapids. Good call by the coach. 18-14 your score here with 5:21 in the second. And just quick shout-out to Bingham Insurance. If your small business is one of those that you just don't want to assume a lot of unnecessary risk, don't gamble with your insurance. Bingham Insurance has you covered. When the unexpected happens, they're there for you. Bingham Insurance representing auto owners, insurance, and of course, your neck. If you want to level up your business or event, Sky Media 45, a veteran-owned company delivering high-impact photography, video, and drone mapping and inspection. SkyMedia45.com.
You know, Tom, I've heard good things about that Sky Media 45.
You know, we've been known to get out there and get a little video for some of our sporting events as well. So, yeah, just go check out the Facebook page if you get a chance, and you'll see some video from Elk Rapids.
Yeah, the Ray Graham Invitational.
That's right. Another beautiful facility in northern Michigan.
Gorgeous. They've done a beautiful job there.
So Plum over to Kerfoot as they work that ball around. Nice kick out from Stanfest. Three-point play is good. That's what you want to see. They've had that shot a couple of times. Cannon this time able to make it count. Extending their lead, 21-14 now.
Yeah, shot a lot of those early, didn't get them, ended up riding the bench, comes back in, and hits that three to start.
Gavin Smith working it inside with a nice shot off the glass. Plum now coming back the other way for Elk Rapids. Good defense by Cheboygan to interrupt that pass, and we got a jump ball. Moore is in the bottom of that scrum with three other Cheboygan Chiefs in there.
Yeah, you hear him kind of saying something. I don't know how pleased he was right there.
Nobody likes to be on the bottom of a pile like that.
No.
Cheboygan with the arrow, and they'll have possession here.
Yeah, I think it might fire up this Elks defense a little bit because these last couple possessions, the Chiefs have been playing a little bit more fiery on the defensive end.
Yeah, just got to be a little more active hands. And again, inside. And Slade just not able to get it in there, double team. So the Elks doing a really good job trying to neutralize him. They're not going to give him anything easy. Tremendous athlete and definitely got their attention. Stanfest inside, can't get the roll. Coming back the other way in transition, Cheboygan. That's Gann. Inside, nice pass. He hits Jeremiah Huntley for an easy basket.
Yeah, beautiful pass there. Good job drawing in the defense and finding the open man.
And that one's going to go a little bit too long there for Elk Rapids. And again, Cheboygan quickly coming back in transition. Again, inside pass. The same guy, Jeremiah Huntley, is there all day. And what a good job by Ekdahl to see that and feed that play in there. So we've got a little bit of pressure here, just a little ball pressure. Stanfest able to work his way down, get that offense set up, and we've got a 1-point ball game just like that.
Yeah, 21 just got lost. Huntley just no one on him. Too easy.
And one coming up. Huntley following there on Jake Moore.
21 score the last two for the Chiefs, and then Jake Moore, 21 for the Elks, said, I know how to do that too.
That's Huntley's first foul. So the Chiefs able to get back within one. Moore trying to extend this back out to a 4-point lead. They're seeing good tempo both ways. And there's another foul underneath, and that's the mismatch that Stanfest is going to give you down low. He's like having another forward.
Yeah, and he kind of plays that positionless basketball. He can really play all three. He takes the ball up, even though he's typically one of the tallest guys, and would be a classic 3, even maybe a 4 on some teams.
And that's what you love to see if you're Elk Rapids. You got to make those free throws. So that first one is good. 4-point lead now for the Elks.
Yeah, I believe right now they're 3 for 3, or 3 of 6, excuse me, from the free throw line, which 50% for this team is actually pretty solid. I don't think they'd be too upset.
I wonder what our colleague Eric Huffman would say about that.
Well, we do have to remember that Schlicker shot 2 of those, and he's got a lot of good parts of his game, but the free throws is definitely one he'd like to bolster.
Stanfest going to pick up a foul there on the reach. That's going to be his first foul. First one for the quarter for Elk Rapids. Kiefer inbounding. Again, going to set up the offense. Kerfoot watching him. Kicking it around to Gavin Smith. Urquhart with the long shot. That's going to be rebounded. Kerfoot. Stanfest now bringing it up for the Elks. Looked inside for Moore. Wasn't there. They'll just work that ball around. Cannon back inside. And quick hands there, Cheboygan. They were trying to kick that one out, but probably not the best pass. Stop and shoot. Coming back the other way. Here's Cannon leading the offense. Tries to get it inside to Moore. Knocked away by Cheboygan. That inside pass just isn't going to work. Cheboygan set up in a zone defense right now, and three-point shot works just fine for Cannon. That's his second in a row on 2 attempts here in this period, and it's going to be a foul Elk Rapids. So back to a 7-point lead with that made 3.
Yeah, these teams offensively, it comes in bunches. We get a couple minutes of quiet, and then we get 2 quick baskets, transition 3, and then it's close again. So it's truly been a boxing match. It's going to be the battle of attrition. Who can stay afloat the longest?
Well, Cheboygan's one of those teams. Even if you get out to an early lead with the Chiefs, they've shown against even really good teams, good competition, that they can come back, and they did so against St. Ignace after trailing most of that game.
Oh, I mean, basketball, a 7-point lead might seem big at times, but then it's 2 buckets is 1 point.
Well, it's just like, time flies until the fourth quarter.
Right.
Got another foul away from the basket.
Chiefs foul to number 34, Andrew Kiefer.
That's Kiefer's first foul.
I've been surprised. He's been a little quieter than I would expect from what I heard about number 34, Kiefer.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's got a tough assignment right now with Stanfest. Cannon now launching from 3, in and out. He hadn't had a lot of luck from that far side. His points have come on the near side, so we might want to try and rotate him back around and see what happens. Nice move, inside pass. Not able to convert it at the basket. Schley in good position, though, and a great feed to get him there. Nice block by Schley on that one.
Yeah, that's a great recovery. Great pass by Cannon. Found Moore in the right spot, and just a better play by the defense.
So, again, back inside, outside, 3-point shot goes up, and that's going to go off the front of the iron. They'll get, looks like they're going to get Cheboygan for a foul. Wrong place, wrong time. That's Kiefer's second. Andrew Kiefer, that is. So 5-point ball game here. The Elks hanging on to the lead with 1 minute to go before we hit the half. Unbelievable how fast this game has just kind of gone along.
Yeah, it's been an entertaining one. Back in the Next Level studio, we were hyping this one up as the game of the night, and so far, I would say it's definitely lived up to that.
So Ekdahl checked out for Cheboygan. Checking in is Landon Lalonde. Cannon with it now for Elk Rapids. Poked away by Lalonde. Good hands.
And Moore's lost a shoe, Tom.
And Landon gone now with it. And, yeah, we've got a Denard Robinson play going on out there right now by Jake Moore.
See if they try to target him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's fronting his man. Quick hands again. That was Plum knocking that one away. They're just not able to get it inside. Kerfoot now covering on that point, trying to keep him from getting the shot off, and they're going to get a reach. And let's see if it's on Cannon or Kerfoot. Yeah, it's going to be on Kerfoot. That's his second foul, so some really good defense by the Elks, and it's going to be an inbound. So pretty much it's going to have to be an inbound pass and an immediate tip in. They're not going to be able to get set.
They just got to make sure not to do anything dumb. Don't foul them. Just let them shoot a crazy shot. They're not going to have enough time to get into it.
Yeah, just stand in front of Schley. You don't want to give him anything easy. Lalonde with it and just not able to get a good feel on it. So at half, 27-22 your score. Elk Rapids with the lead. A very energetic first half. We'll bring you the TVC Cherry Capital halftime show coming up in just a few moments. We'll step aside and bring you back for some halftime thoughts from Jared Stamen and lots of action around the state of Michigan for sports this week. So all that coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more, the Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, fans, I have fished around in the jug and drawn a winning 50-50 ticket number.
Welcome back to Cheboygan, Michigan. Your Elk Rapids Elks leading this one 27-22 over the undefeated Cheboygan Chiefs. Tom Clemenson along with Jared Stamen, and welcome to the TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. You're dreaming of sun and sand this winter. TVC Cherry Capital Airport is your gateway from northern Michigan to all those warm weather getaways. Now is the perfect time to lock in those spring break plans while seats are still available. Book today at tvcairport.com. Well, it's 27-22, Jared.
Yeah.
Not a big shocker, a pretty close game so far, all things considered. What stands out to you as we kind of look in at that first half?
Well, the first thing that stands out to me, Tom, is I thought if I had to guess, I think it'd be the other way around. I think the Chiefs would be up 5 points going into halftime, if not a little bit more. When I was watching some of the film, they looked like the undefeated team that they are right now. And, we're looking back at the keys of the game. One of the big things for Elk Rapids was create tempo through the defense, and they really started doing that. After the first couple minutes, they were, you mentioned trying to settle in, the away court. They don't know how the ball necessarily bounces all the time, and there's little things like that you got to pick up as the game goes on, and the refs are going to call. And once they kind of got that under their belt, I really feel like Kevin Ball had a game plan, and they've been executing. I mean, Jake Moore started off, I think he had 6 points in the paint pretty quickly in that kind of 6 to 4 minute range of the first quarter. And then Kerfoot started stepping up. He was getting points in the paint. And then when the second quarter started, Mason Cannon, he was 0 for 2 from 3 in the first quarter, 2 for 3 in the second. And that third one rattled in and out. I mean, he could have been quick 9 points from him. So
yeah,
it's really been the defense has created good opportunities on offense, and they've just been doing it in the paint, and they're not trying to get too fancy with it. They started off shooting a lot of threes, as you mentioned, more of a weak spot on the tape for the Cheboygan Chiefs, but they weren't knocking them down. So they go, let's give it to our big man in the paint, let him do some work, and it's kind of been the rest from there. They've just really done a good job at controlling the pace, playing at their own game, and the Chiefs just look a little rattled to me. I don't feel like they've really gotten in their offense yet. Some guys, like Andrew Kiefer, I believe he has maybe 2 points, if maybe not 0, and a big name, one of their best players. They just haven't really been getting hot. They've had some points coming from guys who they can definitely score, but you don't want to see, a guy like Jack Ekdahl be one of your highest scorers with the Cheboygan Chiefs team. You're looking for one of the Kiefer twins, or maybe Gavin Smith. So just some of these guys, they need to get a better second half going, and I think that's what they're discussing right now in the locker room with Coach Jason Friday.
Yeah, so Schle's had plenty of looks down low, but again, that Elk Rapids defense doing a really good job. He's got 6 points and a foul right now, but again, a lot of that is testament to Elk Rapids defense.
Absolutely.
The other guy to kind of keep an eye on, like you said, Gavin Smith with just 5 points so far in the game, and he's one that you look to see a little more offense generated out of him as well. So we'll just kind of see what adjustments they make, and that scoring has been ball moving around pretty good for Elk Rapids as well. Cannon with 3 big threes, and so you love to see that, and we'll just see what adjustments are made. What stood out to me, though, Jared, was Schle. They're really working hard to try and get the ball to him.
Yeah.
But that defense, they've got 2 men collapsing on him pretty much all the time, and that length with Standfast in the lineup at a guard position, and then Kerfoot too, just as tenacious as he is, scrappy down there. I mean, it's a tough matchup. It's a matchup problem.
Absolutely.
For a lot of teams here. So far, we'll just kind of see how it goes. But again, you never want to count the Chiefs out. They've been down before, and they've come back, and they're undefeated. So, and against some pretty good teams as well. So just real quick before we get too far along, want to make sure we give you the preview. A lot of sports going on around Michigan. In fact, Michigan on the road tonight against Penn State. That one tipped off at 7 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. Wolverines looking to defend in transition, finish on their defensive possessions on the glass. Hasn't been a problem for them all season.
Nope, it has not.
Yeah, limiting those second chance points and controlling the tempo, and so far, so good. They lead this one by 10, 34-24 with 2:36 to go in the first half. Michigan State hosting Northwestern Thursday night. That's going to be a 6:30 tip-off on the Big Ten Network. This matchup going to come down to physicality and execution. If the Spartans control the paint and avoid those live ball turnovers, they should be able to dictate the pace and protect that home court. The Pistons hosting the Bulls tomorrow night, 7 p.m. tip on FanDuel Sports Network. For Detroit, it's all about the ball movement, perimeter to defense, and of course, they do a lot of good things when they share the ball and find those open 3 looks, give themselves a chance to close with a strong fourth quarter. And that defense for Detroit is really the thing that stands out. When you look at the NBA, typically not a defense. No. Defense is not part of the league's DNA, but that is definitely what has made the Pistons a force in the East. The Red Wings trying to come back from back-to-back losses to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Of course, they had a win last night in Ottawa. They're hosting Vancouver Thursday night. You can catch that on ESPN Plus and FanDuel Sports Network. Made some changes. They sent Danielson back down to Grand Rapids, and Leonard is coming back up from Grand Rapids. So going to give, hopefully, the line juggling a little bit of a boost there for the Red Wings and get that defense going for them. Thursday night's going to feature the college football playoff semifinal matchup between Miami and Ole Miss. A matchup of speed versus physicality where quarterback play is going to decide who advances. And then Friday night, Oregon against Indiana in the second semifinal. Oregon's tempo and explosiveness going to be tested by one tenacious defense. And I'll tell you what, that offensive line for the Hoosiers, tough. All about the ability to slow down that Oregon offense. If they can do it, Indiana could be advancing to the national championship game.
Goodness.
You just love to see it.
Sure
But
do.
they got to protect that quarterback, and we'll see how it goes. So that is your Michigan Sports Roundup. A lot of good, exciting action this week. We're going to step aside real quick, take a quick break, and then come back. We've got the second half ready to tip off for you on Next Level Broadcasting.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad.
But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
All right, third quarter action, getting ready to kick off here on Next Level Broadcasting. Elk Rapids leading this one as we get ready to start. 27-22 your score here. Cheboygan, Elk Rapids making some adjustments here at the half, and we'll see what that's going to result in here. 8 minutes up on the clock, and we are ready to play some ball as Elk Rapids is going to inbound. Stanfest with it.
And Flutie's back in the game. Didn't see him much over those quick 2 fouls, so good energy starting off the quarter.
A nice give and go. Stanfest able to take that one from Jack Moore into the hole and off the glass.
Yeah, he's not going to miss that one very often, Tom.
No, and that was just a nice pass to give Moore his flowers. He's definitely one of those guys for a forward, does a really nice job distributing the ball.
Yeah, he truly is. He's a really talented player. I've watched him grow from the Gray Graham to now, and I mean, he's made some big strides in only a month.
Cheboygan with it now, trying to crack that Elk Rapids defense. 3-point shot from the corner. It's going to go off the front of the iron, but the Chiefs able to control the rebound. Not able to get it in. Schley, though, puts it back. You just, I tell you, Elk Rapids not going to be happy at all with that situation. And we've got a, it looks like Jake Moore.
I think he got hit in the head in that rebound scuffle.
So Schlicker is going to take Moore's spot there as they take a look, and it looked like he got hit right behind the ear. So that's one of those that'll throw your equilibrium off a little bit, and so we'll get
sit down and get some water, and I'm sure we'll see him back out there.
Yeah, and we'll get the floor mopped up a little bit there. We had some sweat there.
Already a physical 52 seconds.
Now, Cheboygan's always been known for physical in everything they do, football, wrestling, and basketball.
Well, I believe it.
Yeah. All right, so Stanfest now with it for the Elk Rapids Elks. 29-24 your score here as play resumes. Schlicker down in the corner, back out to Stanfest. Looks at Flutie, tries to get it inside to Kerfoot. And we're going to get a foul on Cheboygan. And that's going to be on Landon Gann rather. That should be his second foul. Kerfoot going to inbound now. Finds Schlicker, he goes inside. Stanfest not able to get that one. A little bit long on the glass, and Cheboygan coming back in transition. Takes it up underneath reverse. Going to be off Cheboygan on that one. That was Carson Kiefer trying to get in there and get a hand on it.
Both the Elks big man looking like Jokic out there with those 2 passes to start the second half.
A little bit of pressure there in the defense there. Stanfest finds Kerfoot open 3, and that one's in. Made that one look easy.
Didn't even look like the net moved on that one.
Didn't really. And again, there's Cheboygan trying to work it inside, back outside. And they have to retreat. Defense does a good job kind of clogging up the paint. Kerfoot now with Gavin Smith. They're going to work that one over to Andrew Kiefer, into Schley, back out to Kiefer, going to go for 3, and that one's going to go off the iron and out of bounds. Elk Rapids ball. 32-24 your score here with 5:59 on the clock. Stanfest with it. Nice little screen from Schlicker. He finds Flutie. Over to Cannon. Back to Flutie. He's going inside to Kerfoot. Little skip pass underneath, and Kerfoot makes that one look easy too. Again, that forward, or rather guard, doing a really nice job inside the paint. Good inside pass by Cheboygan. Just not able to convert that, but he gets his own rebound, Gavin Smith, and puts it back in. So nice play by the young guard.
The passing from Elk Rapids in this third quarter has been masterful. That was a beautiful post move there by Stanfest.
Stanfest, yeah, a little head fake there to get him off his feet and then take a nice easy jumper. And of course, when you've got that length advantage too, it definitely helps. Cheboygan coming back the other way. There's Kiefer with it. He kicks that one out to Gavin Smith, not able to get the 3 ball to go. Stanfest now with it for Elk Rapids, coming back the other way, finds Flutie. Flutie going to kick it out to Cannon. 3-point shot going up and off the front of the iron, but Kerfoot's got the rebound. He's going to dish it into Cannon, who takes that little hook shot off the front of the iron, and Cheboygan coming back the other way. And again, Elk Rapids doing a really good job getting the defense back. Landon Gann looking at Cannon. Flutie now matched up with Carson Kiefer. Flutie's got those quick feet, quick hands. A little bit of a zone defense here by Elk Rapids, and it's doing its work. And there again is Andrew Kiefer, not able to get a good clean shot away as Stanfest was teamed up on him. And there's Kerfoot with a 3-point shot off the glass, not going to go. Cheboygan having a little bit of trouble getting their transition going there as Andrew Kiefer comes back down the other way. Finds Schley outside. He's going to roll in. Schlicker going to get called on that one. Pretty easy call there.
Yeah, I like what Schley's doing, though. In the beginning of this game, the first quarter, Schley had a quick 6 points, and it was looking like he was going to be a dominant force all night. And then, as you mentioned in our halftime, they started doubling him, and I think he just kind of got flustered. Instead of trying to pass it out to his teammates, he was looking to put it up over double teams. And right there, just kind of realizing, you know what? Schlicker's not always the quickest on his feet. I'm going to take him to the rim quickly and see if I can draw a foul.
And it was effective, but you got to make those shots. That's the key.
It is.
Ekdahl checking back into the game for the Chiefs. Schley with 1 of 2. Haven't seen a whole lot of pressure defense there from Cheboygan beyond a little bit of half court. As Stanfest working against Carson Kiefer. Flutie with it. Looked like he was going to take the shot. Schlicker definitely one of those guys who's not afraid to shoot it from long ranges. They look to try and get him cutting inside. It's going to go back to Flutie. He's going to work inside, take a little jumper, and make it count. Had just enough room to get that shot off, and 38-27 is the result. Stanfest went up there for the big block, and Kerfoot there as well. Elk Rapids coming away from it. Nice little behind the back dribble, but he couldn't finish. Cheboygan coming back in transition.
Yeah, he almost just put him on a highlight tape.
Carson Kiefer to Schley. Schley working inside, trying to draw some contact, but he'll take the basket.
You know, the thing I'm seeing from the Chiefs right now is there's not a lot of passing. It's kind of like we're going to get it to one of our 4 great players and see what they can do. And They just seem like they're trying to. It's only a three bucket game, and it seems like they're playing like they're down a lot more. And it's like to see them take a breath.
Nice move by Stanfest again. He's going to kick it out to Kerfoot. Another three-point shot, and that's good money. 2 in a row.
And that's what the passing brings you.
Yeah, the senior with 6 quick points there, and that extends the lead 41-29. And we'll get a Cheboygan timeout here with 2:27 to go in the third period. Hey, don't forget, Bingham Insurance is there for your small business, because small business, it's risky. And you don't want to gamble when it comes to your insurance. Bingham Insurance has got you covered when the unexpected happens. Bingham Insurance, representing auto owners insurance. And, of course, Professional Seamless Gutters is there to help you protect your home with your gutters. That's right. Our good friend Orion Beningo, that's why he started Professional Seamless Gutters, to offer fast experience, real-time quotes. And, yes, they actually answer the phone, so give them a call. Professional Seamless Gutters, 989-619-3407. And let them know Next Level Broadcasting sent you. We've got ourselves a little bit of a ball game here for Elk Rapids, and I think it's like you said, Jared. Cheboygan just doesn't seem to be. They're looking for mismatches, but not a lot of patience.
No, it seems like within 5, maybe 10 seconds, there's a bucket up, and right now, if you're going to play that style of offense, I would say, well, give it to Schley. I mean, he's got overall the most mismatches. I mean, it is really hard to say Schlicker is a mismatch because he's probably the tallest player on the court, but he doesn't always have the quick turnaround. If you kind of get him off his spot, which Schley can do, you're going to likely have a good position to either get fouled or have a layup. And you've seen that a couple times, with the foul and then the layup. He's had the 3 points in this third quarter, and I just like to see him be involved. I think he needs a touch every possession.
So Cheboygan with it now. That's Landon Gahn working against Kerfoot inside to Schley. And again, there's nice move by Gavin Smith.
Yeah, I mean, this team surely has the talent. I mean, there's no question about that.
Flutie with a errant pass trying to get it inside that defense, and there was Gann with it. Quick hands, able to get it back and lay it in there. So two quick baskets for the Chiefs, and we'll see.
Yeah, it was good transition defense, but no one boxed out. No one was ready for the rebound.
And that's the thing. You don't want to let up at all on Cheboygan. Again, we've said it before, and they've proved it all season. They're able to come back and from just about any kind of deficit. You let them hang around, and you could be in trouble. Stanfest finds Schlicker. He's looking to go back inside. They're going to a little bit of a skip pass back out to Schlicker, and there he goes. 3-point shot off the front of the iron. Stanfest with the rebound, though. A little bit of a mismatch there as far as height goes. There's Kerfoot. He's going to work it inside, and they're going to get him on the charge. That was a good call. Gavin Smith definitely had his position established, and that pass kind of led Kerfoot right into him.
Yeah, and he did a good job really selling the contact to
it. Oh, beautiful, yeah.
Good defensive effort. It looks like he might have watched some Marcus Smart play.
Or Neymar, if he was ever watching Brazilian soccer. Neymar is still rolling around the pitch from World Cup a few years ago.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Flutie with it now for Elk Rapids. Cheboygan crawling back into this one. 6 points is the difference. Schlicker with it now. Back out to Schlicker. He's going to find Kerfoot. He gets it inside to Stanfest. And they're going to double up on him. They've had enough of his shenanigans inside. And we've got a travel on Elk Rapids. So the Cheboygan defense putting a little bit of pressure on the ball there. Kerfoot's going to take a seat. Plum's going to check back in.
Yeah, that was a good timeout by Jason Friday. I think he told his team to just take a breath and calm down, and it's been an energy switch ever since that timeout.
Yeah, Gahn taking his time, bringing it up to the half court. He's got Plum with him, and they're going to get Plum with the reach.
Fouls number 10, Drew Plum. His first, team
So got a halftime score for you in Pennsylvania, Michigan, leading this one 40-31 at the half. Schley not able to control that pass. It's controlled by Elk Rapids. That one's going to go off Schley.
Looking probably for a half-court heave. Let's see who they trust the most.
2.1 on the clock. There's Flutie. Stanfest not able to get that one off in time, but nonetheless, we'll see how this one goes as we get ready for the fourth quarter coming up in just a moment. Hey, listen, you want to make sure you've got your tickets reserved if you're looking for some spring break action. Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport is where you want to go. They've got plenty of destinations to warm destinations. Whether you want to do some golf out there in the Southwest or some Florida beaches, they got you covered. TVC Cherry Capital Airport, tvcairport.com. Book today. And, of course, Sky Media 45, if you're looking to take your business and your brand to the next level. Some great aerial video, whether it's video acquisition, post-production. Maybe you need a building inspection. They've got experience doing everything from the power grids to roofs and everything from exteriors to even some fly-through interiors. Check them out. SkyMedia45.com.
You know, those beaches, they're calling my name this time of year, Tom.
That's right. You got any specific beaches in mind? You don't really care, do you?
No, it's not a cold one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, there's a beach just up the road here. You've got the Cheboygan Public Park right up there and Lake Huron.
Yeah, I'm sure that's, spry time to go in there, bathing
if you can
suit.
find a spot in the ice to,
get my umbrella down.
Yeah. That water's cold in July. I can't even imagine.
Goodness gracious.
All right, here we go. Fourth quarter underway. Your score, 41-35. Elk Rapids with the lead. Cheboygan showing some pretty good, tenacious defense here to kind of get back into this one. Schley with it. He's going to work that one. Back outside, top of the key to Gon. He's going to make a little spin move inside, but loses the handle on it, and that's going to be an Elk Rapids ball. Some substitutions here. Kerfoot and Cannon checking back in.
And also, I don't know if you noticed, but Jake Moore's back in the game, so good to see whatever happened wasn't too bad.
Yeah, just equilibrium there. It looked like he took some contact there behind the ear. They definitely could use him. He's been really good inside. Stanfest with it. Creates a mismatch. He's going to turn around and hit that jumper. He gave him just a little bit of room here, and nice play inside. Good look on the pass. Andrew Kiefer, nice finish at the rim.
Yeah, that was very well played by Andrew Kiefer. Read the block well. Good position under the rim, and just made that layup look easy.
Stanfest now bringing it in. Kerfoot winding around. There's Cannon. Kick it over to Stanfest again. He picks up the double. Gives him some trouble, but Cannon's there with it. Back to Stanfest. I think Cheboygan's figured out that they need to kind of mitigate Stanfest a little bit. You don't want to give him any clean movement. And Flutie, that one deflected on the pass attempt. Coming back the other way, Cheboygan. There's Gon with it. Gets it back to Kiefer. Over to Smith. Got to watch Smith. He's got some quick moves as he's able to dish that one off, but they're going to go ahead and get a timeout, Cheboygan. Well, it was a good timeout, too, by Cheboygan. Things were looking like they were getting a little helter-skelter for a minute.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that was a good timeout there by Jason Friday. One thing that they started quickly in the third was off ball by Stanfest. He wasn't, he's a primary ball handler. I mean, when he's on the court, he's a very ball-dominant player. But they were, kind of letting him cut a little bit, and kind of, something that you see a lot, someone very famous for it, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Great off-ball player. And I think that's something I'd like to see Stanfest do a little bit more. They're giving him the ball, and they're not letting him do anything. They're doubling him every time. So you know what? Use him get him back there, get him lost in the defense, and have him cut. I mean, he seems to be a really great cutter, knows when to get into the spot, and his defense is going to not let him dribble the ball. So you got to find another way to use him.
Well, and both of those three-pointers by Kerfoot were off plays exactly like that, where he picked up the double. And, pick your poison. If you don't double Standfest, you're giving up 2. And they found out that with Kerfoot, you give him an open look, and you're going to be giving up 3. So another adjustment Cheboygan's going to have to make as Smith puts that one up from 3, and that's going to go over the back of the backboard. And so Elk Rapids with it now. Jake Moore going to inbound. Standfest with the ball now. So we're still a pretty tight game here. 6 points, the only thing separating these two teams. The 5 and 50 on the clock. Get it inside to Moore, back out to Schlicker. 3-point shot. That's going to be a little bit long. Cheboygan controls on the rebound. Coming back the other way. Yeah, and you see him hit that shot. It's not like anything crazy.
If you're gonna be that wide open and defense isn't gonna help you, you got to put it up. You got to threaten them a little bit.
So Jake Moore again with a rebound right there, and just to kind of underscore how much he means to that team, able to get in there and with him and Schlicker both in the game, it just really makes things difficult.
Yeah, he's one of the best high school rebounders I've seen this season.
I mean, he's fairly tall, but it's not like he's super dominant.
Yeah, he just knows how to box out well. He knows he knows his role very well. And when you got a player that's bought in on being really elite at a couple things, it's really, really nice on a
Skip
team.
pass to Moore. He's going to take it inside and gets position on Andrew Kiefer and puts that one in off the glass. Cheboygan coming back quickly.
Yeah, he's at 12 points now, I believe.
Carson Kiefer is going to kick that one out to Smith. Smith's going to pick up the double team now, and Standfest kind of stepped away anticipating a kick-out pass, and that's all Smith needed to create a little bit of separation, and nice basket by him. Skip pass down to Moore. Gets it into Schlicker. He's going to kick it back out to Cannon. Good job by the defense. Smith getting inside there. Sold out a little bit, and Cannon made him pay. He was dropping down to help out underneath, and that left Cannon wide open. Good quick pass, and he was able to put 3 up. Cheboygan tries 3 from Smith. That one's not going to go, and Elk Rapids coming back the other way, 48-39. The Elks with the lead here as Standfest taking it to the hole, going to kick it out to Kerfoot, puts it up for 3. Looked like he got a piece of that. Carson Kiefer with a little bit of a hand on that one, and we're going to get a forearm push. We're going to call that an offensive foul on Andrew Kiefer, and of course, Coach Friday not liking that call.
Well, that was just a heck of a defensive effort by Kerfoot. I mean, he was just in his face, made him uncomfortable, and made the mental error.
He's got a timeout on the floor. All right, there we go. Yeah, so Friday giving him a little bit of the business there. He didn't like that call at all. It was a little bit of surprise, but I guess for where I was sitting, it didn't look like that much. But that far side official probably had a better look than we did. So.
It's at the end of the day, you gotta trust that the refs are doing their best job. I mean, there's been a couple times like, maybe I didn't see that, maybe I didn't, But it's the call on the floor. That's what you got to go with.
That's right.
There's no coaches' challenges in high school football yet, or high school basketball yet.
And there's no crying in baseball. So there you go. We got that going for you. Trying to take a look at some of the NHL action out there. So first period, the Lightning lead the Avalanche 1-0, and that's a big game for the Atlantic Division where Detroit, Montreal, Tampa, all of them kind of fighting for position.
It's always fun when the division's close.
Well, and it's the first time that Detroit's even been relevant in the conversation in the division, let alone the Eastern Conference.
What a turnaround for Detroit sports.
Well, McClellan, you got to give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do, and a nice job by Schley. As Moore was trying to come in there and looked like he was going to have a nice clean lane, and Schley just got his hand in there, all ball on that one, able to knock it loose. Elk Rapids maintains control.
Yeah, that's why you see Schley on the court almost all game. He is just impactful. Even when you kind of screw up a little bit, his recovery speed is beautiful.
A nice open look there from Cannon. Smith did a good job to try and close the distance on that. Maybe just enough to get that shot off somewhat. There goes Smith inside. He's going to draw the foul on Looks like it's going to be Stanfest, and he's like, wasn't me. So they'll get him for the block. That's going to be the second foul for Stanfest. 3:40 to go here in the ball game, and Cheboygan, they're within reach.
Even though Smith is now at 12 points, it hasn't been an efficient 12 points. He's put up a lot of shots trying to get himself in rhythm, and he just has not really seemed like the player that we expected him to be tonight, as he's going to miss that second one.
Well, that's the thing, though. Elk Rapids, you got to give the credit to the defense.
Yes.
I mean, they speed everything up, and you've looked at some of his long shot opportunities as Stanfest really kind of broke down that defense by Landon Gahn, really made him, again, talking about taking away time and space.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Cheboygan was able to do on Stanfest right there. But that's been the big problem that Smith has had to contend with is, a defense that is you've really got to get to your spot quickly, and you don't have really a lot of time to set your feet on those long shots. And again, he does his best work, though, on the inside. He's just some really good ball control.
Yeah, just the balance that he has, something that players don't talk about as being elite, is having good contact balance. I mean, you're getting hit by a lot of different guys down there, and being able to stay on your feet and hit your shots. Ooh, as I think Schley just had another block there, Tom.
No, I think that might have been the guard that got his hand on that as Flutie was trying to bring it up.
Either way, heck of an effort by whatever chief. I think it was Gahn or Schley.
Yeah, I think it was Gahn, got his hand in there. But yeah, Flutie had his work cut out for him to try and get that shot off. And that one, Moore looking to try and get it to Flutie, but Smith was there, and he's going to draw the foul on his way in. And that's going to be another one, looks like on Flutie, so we'll see Plum checking in for him shortly. They'll go ahead and make that change right now. No, that's Stanfest on the foul there. That's third for him.
I'm surprised that they're taking him out right now. Well, I mean, you got 3 minutes left. Can't imagine he's going to pick up two more quickly.
Ekdahl with it, gets it inside to Schley. Schley, they're going to get more on the foul there.
I thought that was going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, I saw the hook there. He kind of got his arm around and kind of hooked himself around.
Cheboygan timeout, making sure they're going to have something good on the inbounds.
Well, 2:55. Cheboygan really going to have its work cut out for it. 6-point, though, deficit is all. I mean, they've been whittling away, but you'll see Elk Rapids kind of stretch it back out again.
Yeah.
Getting right down to the time to make it happen.
Yeah, this is where boys become men, Tom. The last couple minutes of a basketball game, it's, where the lights are the brightest, who's going to be that guy? And, well, I can't imagine that Coach Friday down there is not talking about number 3. I mean, as I mentioned, he's not been playing this best game tonight. He still is their leading scorer. And the last couple possessions, he's starting to turn it on. You've seen him really get in his bag. And, no better time than the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I really like what Gavin Smith's been able to do inside, down low, as opposed to outside. He's just, again, they're doing a good job. Elk Rapids doing a great job defensively, controlling him on that outside shot. And but he's been making him pay underneath. And that's the thing, when you double team Schley, you've got a mismatch. His ball handling skills at Smith just second to none. Probably one of the best ball handlers out on the court today.
Well, yeah, and then, if you guard Schley and you guard Smith, you've got one of the Kiefer twins. I mean, they really do have a talented starting five. I mean, said it multiple times, there's a reason this team's 6-0. It's not a fluke.
So a little kiss, Detroit Rock City, to get the crowd fired up again. Here we go. It's the last 2:50. Smith with it now, and they're going to bring Flutie down to kind of help out on defense. They find Schley inside, and they're going to get more for the foul. Schley doing a good job fighting for that contact, and he's going to get rewarded for it, but this is where you got to make those shots to make it count. Only 6 points separates these teams here with 2:43 to go.
Yeah, I think he's 1 for 2 from the line so far, if I'm not mistaken. Sure, Elk Rapids would be fine if he goes 1 for 2 again.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be the third foul on Moore.
Postman no cigar on the first.
And that one's going to be a little bit long. Kerfoot with the rebound. Gahn trying to D up on him. He's looking for Flutie. He'll take more at the top of the key. Back out to Plum. Look at Kerfoot cutting in. Plum's going to take it to the hole and draw a foul on the way in.
Yeah, they'll call that one on the floor.
So
his dismay.
Smith picking up his second foul here. Moore with the inbound pass, finds Flutie. Plum looks inside. Kick that out to Cannon. Kerfoot, far corner. Cheboygan doing a really good job staying on top of things here. Not going to give him an easy look. This is where that inside-out game is going to be really important. And Smith picks up another quick foul as Plum tries to work his way inside. That's going to be 3 on Smith.
Yeah, next foul from either team will be a bonus.
So Kerfoot now with the inbound. Going to be a quick give and go. He's going to go up underneath, not able to make that one go. Looking for some contact, but Cheboygan does a good job. You get inside to Schley, and they'll get, they call that an and one.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a bad break for the Elks because he's been 1 for 4 from the free throw line. So if you're going to foul him there, you're going to want to foul him hard. Don't even give him the chance to make that a 3-point play.
So I think what the official's saying is he was in the process of a shot because he left his feet. The ball hadn't left his hand, but so therefore the basket counts. 2 minutes on the clock, and Schley not able to get that one, and they're going to say Cheboygan maintains control there. Looked like it might have been off Moore.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were going to call a foul there on Moore. He was given some pretty heavy contact under the rim.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be, but Stanfest now checking back in for Plum. Probably a good move there to get him back out there. He's been a bit of a monster for that Cheboygan defense. Ekdahl with it now. He looks to put a move on Stanfest. You're going to have to bring your A game there. Ekdahl again. Takes it to the hole, kicks it out. Nice open look there, Gahn. He's going to try and take it inside, and they'll get a blocking foul on Kerfoot. So 141, and Gahn's going to be shooting. His team trails by 4 here.
Well, I mean, charity stripe is a good way to get back in the game. Neither team has really been there all too much so far.
Not too much, no. It's been a pretty clean game. Referees have let them play a little bit, and both teams have, again, done a pretty good job defensively. First shot good by Landon Gahn. Second shot's going to be good by Gahn too. So now we got a 2-point ball game here. Stanfest with it, and this is what we talked about. You can't let Cheboygan hang around.
Yeah, crowd's getting into it now, Tom. They can smell the blood.
Yeah. Moore with it, finds Stanfest, top of the key. And this is one of those times where if you're Elk Rapids, you just got to maintain your poise. Gahn against Stanfest. Stanfest going to kick it out, finds Flutie. Kerfoot not able to get loose, and they're going to be a foul there on a reach from Gahn. And it's a bonus opportunity now. So 1:10 on the clock, and Stanfest shooting with his team up by 2. And this is where those free throws are absolutely critical.
Absolutely, yeah. And Stanfest, I believe, is 1 for 2 from the line tonight. And, well, he's hoping to make that 3 for 4 and make this a 2-bucket lead.
Yeah, we're only looking at 3 points from him tonight.
It felt like a lot more.
Felt like it. I'm not sure. No. I've got that wrong.
I was going to say.
Yeah, the scoreboard's off. He's in double digits. And he makes 1 out of 2. So 3-point lead for Elk Rapids. Cheboygan now quickly coming back the other way with it. Ekdahl tries to take it to the hole. He's got Gahn, puts it up for 3, and it's good. We got a tie ball game, folks. Nice pass from Ekdahl, and Gahn, ice water in his veins. And the defense pouring it on, and we got a 5-second violation, or do we have a timeout?
Timeout.
Yeah, timeout, and well, I'll tell you what, Coach Ball not happy as we've got a tie ball game with 51-1 on the clock. And Jerry, I tell you what, Cheboygan is one of those teams that they've been in trouble before, and they've gone the distance with everybody.
I mean, adversity builds champions, Tom, and when you have to come back in multiple games when you're down against one of the better teams they played, the Elks, it's especially on your home court. I mean, it's another day in the office for them. And you've seen it. I mean, Gavin Smith kind of started that off, and you got some defensive stuff by Schley, getting to the free throw line. It has been a really fun last 5 minutes.
Absolutely, and a lot of good pace with this. We haven't seen a lot of the timeout gamesmanship. It's been the coaches are letting them play. The referees are keeping it reasonable, and you can't really complain. This has been a heck of a ball game so far. And it's, definitely going to give somebody a decided advantage in the Northern Shores Conference tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this game means a lot to both these teams, and, it's also you're going to see if they're going to start 26 with a loss or a win. You want to start the new year off right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all tied up, and it's going to be Elk Rapids ball here with 51-1 on the clock. Flutie, Cannon. So Cannon with the ball.
Instead of Stanfest, they struggled a little bit in those last couple of possessions.
And they have got him D'd up pretty good. Stanfest trying to get loose down in the paint. He comes back out to the top. Gahn is up against him, and there he goes. He's able to get that floater in. Nice defense on that, too. I'll tell you what, Cheboygan D'd it up about as good as you can there, and there's Gahn. Trying to make a little room there. Ekdahl, no, they'll kick it back out to Gahn.
There's Gavin Smith.
Smith, Ekdahl, Kiefer. Tries to go inside, it's not there. There's Smith, and Flutie's there to take it away, and they'll get him on the reach as Flutie was coming away, and it's one of those fouls you're just gonna have to make with 7 seconds left. And a 2-point advantage. Elk Rapids looking pretty good. If you're Flutie, you need to make these baskets. Cheboygan has a long pass and an opportunity to run a play.
Yeah, I mean, all the game kind of comes down to right now, like all on Flutie's shoulders. If he can make these two, he essentially could put the game away. But this is just one, and it's anyone's game.
So now it's a 3-point play that's going to have to, Cheboygan's going to need to get the tie. You want to make this a 2-possession game if you can, and not able to do that. But he does get the rebound, and another foul quickly. So Flutie back up to the line for 2 more. Oh, and it's just one of those. The shot took a weird bounce and right back to the top of the key for him. And well, Cheboygan really had to make that foul, and there it is. It's a 2-possession game now.
Yeah, this just kind of puts it in the bag unless we see some type of miracle happen. Looks like the Elks are going to escape this 4th quarter.
Yeah, it looks like it. And the second one's going to count too, so quick timeout with 5 seconds remaining, 54-49, and we're going to keep it right here. This has been one heck of a ball game. Not looking good for Cheboygan and their undefeated record, but I'll tell you what, despite what the scoreboard says, I mean, this thing was tied up just a moment ago, and a couple of fouls and just a weird bounce, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, it all started, though, with Tyler Stanfest. I mean, he came in and he made that tough shot. I mean, you got to give credit to the Cheboygan defense. They pretty much did everything they could. It just
short of fouling him,
Yeah, Stanfest just made a better play there, and sometimes you just have to live with those shots, and I think the crowd's starting to know it, starting to see some moms and dads get packed up and ready for the icy outside. Except, I mean, it's getting a little bit warmer out there. It's not like it was this past weekend. Oh my goodness, New Year's was standing outside in that cold weather.
We'll have some warm days, but from what the meteorologists are saying, we can expect another Arctic snap here before long. So, going to be a cold January. Yeah, you want to get any snow you can off your roof now before we get the refreeze.
Yeah, no kidding. Got to pre-salt the driveway.
Yeah, I've got some ice dams I got to take care of myself. So. Yeah, insane. All right, here we go. Down to the last 5 seconds. Cheboygan with the ball.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do an Al Michaels call tonight, and that's going to be a big shot there, and that's going to go off the back of the iron and no good. So your final score, 54-49, will get you the Bingham Insurance postgame show coming up in just a moment. Some thoughts from Jared and I before we cut you loose, and appreciate you watching. We'll be right back with some postgame thoughts on Next Level Broadcasting.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to Cheboygan, Michigan, where your Elk Rapids Elks managed to do just enough to hold that Cheboygan Chiefs team. And, of course, they were firing back and trying to make a game out of it, and had it all tied up with under a minute to go before Elk Rapids, a timely shot from Stanfest. And then a couple of fouls later, Flutie put the game away, and that is all she wrote. So at the top of the Northern Shores Conference, it's Elk Rapids for now, and Cheboygan with its first loss on the year. Going to have a chance to take a day and regroup, and they'll be bringing Harbor Springs in to face them here. And Harbor Springs is another one that's right in the thick of things for the Northern Shores Conference. So, should be an interesting ball game coming up here in Cheboygan. And, of course, we've got Elk Rapids back in action next week, or rather this week as well. They've got Kingsley. They've got Kingsley coming up.
Okay, well.
Yep. So Kingsley coming up. Kingsley playing tonight, too. The battle at 2 and 4s tonight. So we'll see how that goes. But
should be a good one.
Yeah, should be a good one. And you got to appreciate, again, good transition defense, creating some transition offense for Elk Rapids. Jared, anything stand out to you tonight?
Well, I just want to give credit to, the Elks. They came in here after a long break and played some of their best basketball that I've seen them play. This is actually the best game I've seen out of the 4 games I've watched them, and against a very talented Chiefs team. They've got a lot to build on. Tyler Stanfest. I watched a game actually where he had 0 points. Now, I don't know if you can believe it. So I
can't.
He really showed up. When the lights were the brightest, he made that shot, and as we mentioned, that was a tough shot. Defense was all over that.
Yeah.
Maybe even could have been a foul, but it wasn't. He put the ball in the hoop, and that kind of solidified the game. They couldn't respond, and credit to Kevin Ball and his Elks.
Well, listen, we appreciate all of you watching along with us here on this Northern Shores Conference big-time matchup here as we come in off the winter break and get ready for the second quarter of the season, getting ready to march our way to the halfway and off, obviously, to March. And so far, looking like Cheboygan and Elk Rapids are going to see plenty of each other before it's all said and done. So for Jared Stamen, and, of course, we got Ryan working magic on the camera. Appreciate you and appreciate all of you watching along with us. For Jared and Ryan, I'm Tom Clemenson. Appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you at the next game here on Next Level Broadcasting.